Hey, Whiskey Outpost. Today we're going to determine if Blanton's is the best whiskey in the world, or the worst whiskey in the world, or somewhere in between, I guess. Stay tuned. Okay, Whiskey Outpost. Like I said in the intro, today, well, we're going to taste some Blanton's. Um, and so this all started because there was somebody in one of the bourbon groups I'm on Facebook that asked, "Is Blanton's worth the hype?" And I have, first of all, I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum. If Blanton's is your thing, awesome, go for it. I have four bottles myself, right? Yeah, yuck, I don't want
I
to yuck
have
anybody's
never
yum.
heard that. Yuck anybody's yum.
Well,
Okay then.
as a yum yucker yourself, maybe anyway. So, uh, the like I said, I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum. So if your thing is Blanton's, awesome. I have four bottles. There's one over there. There's three back there. Love it. I have paid stupid amounts of money for the Blantons that I have, except for one of the ones that I've got.
Happily now.
Yeah, you knew that. And so, yeah, I paid post-secondary prices for it. The one I got most recently, I got it in MSRP because I won it in a raffle, and
Oh, that's right, you did.
yeah, it was kind of a unicorn actually for me to get a unicorn at MSRP, so that was pretty awesome. But somebody had asked in the chat, they said, "Is it worth it?" And if for the trouble that I've gone through and the prices that I paid and the shady dude at that gas station, not really, he's pretty cool. But there for the things I've done, I don't know that it's worth it. And what the reason I base that off of is that I have never picked it in a blind when compared to other liquors. As a matter of fact, this one, frown for the camera, actually put Russell's Reserve and Blanton's in the same blind, and this is one that I was convinced I was going to pick Blanton's because I was a huge Blanton's fan, and have since pretty much bought any Russell's or Wild Turkey or other product that I could find. So she's still not really on my list of favorite people to do that. And that was
Just wait till this one.
yeah, okay, awesome. So it's kind of hard to see, but what we have here are four pours. Now, can you hand me the bottles?
The two I sure will.
Yeah, so I picked two of them. And the first one I picked was Buffalo Trace. Because if there's anything that's going to be similar to Blanton's, it's going to be Buffalo Trace. So I thought I could actually kind of have like a control group with that Buffalo Trace. And then Horsey, Horsey, yeah, so that is a Blanton's. That is a, I can't see nothing. That's an N. So for there's letters
Right,
on all
there's
the
letters.
horses. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in case it matters, the dump date on this bad boy is 11/16/2021. This is from barrel number 284 and rickhouse number 80, bottled at 93 proof.
Yeah, and all the ones I picked are close-ish to 90.
Yeah.
90, 93.
Yeah, so I don't know what the other two are. This is Buffalo Trace. It comes in at 90 proof. So these are both made by Buffalo Trace. Shocking. And so I believe they're even the same mash bill. So they should have a lot of flavors. And so then we picked, then we did not pick. Tina picked two more. And so we're going to see.
Mm-hmm. And they're all straight whiskeys. None of them were finished.
Oh, good to know. So there are bourbons or whiskeys?
Straight whiskeys.
Okay, because, we'll find out during the reveal.
You always have me do this. I always mess up something.
Well,
that's that
okay.
one time I opened that bottle that you knew.
Wasn't that like the Game of Houses Lagavulin, the collector's bottle?
Yeah. I didn't know you said I could open bottles.
It tasted good. I enjoyed drinking it. Okay, so you ready to get started? Are these all mixed up? So
I know. I have them written down on my phone.
Okay,
so.
You want to taste them with me? And I'm not going to spend too much time on the nose because there's four different glasses, four different shapes. So there might be some sort of advantage to the ones that are in the Glencairns. I don't know how much that's true, but I will give a quick report on aroma and we'll go from there. So this is pour number one, which hopefully in editing we'll put right here what it is. This is
how to do that.
What's that? I'll show you how to do that. You add text. There's a little button that says text.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is
I'm trying to see which one
starting off. This smells kind of generic, which actually leads me sort of towards this being Blanton's and Buffalo Trace. Now, it's a terrible thing for me to say, but Blanton's and Buffalo Trace smell to me like like bourbon smells, right? Char, baking spices. Um, there's not clearly I'm not getting Amberana or rum or Madeira or any of those other things. If this were finished, but I don't even think it's a double oak or anything. So it's a little bit of burnt caramel. There's a little. It's a little proofier than I would expect. Did you got a snoot of proof there?
Mm-hmm.
So so it actually
did.
that somewhat takes me away from one of those two basically. So in first taste, it's red berry. There's a lot of that red. I hate that term because what is red berry? Is it is it strawberry? Is it raspberry? But it is kind of the generic flavor of Buffalo Trace. Guava berry, is that a thing?
I don't know. It's his song.
Yeah, yeah, but not blackberry or blueberry, clearly. So,
Right.
it's sweet. It's got some char notes, but not. I don't think as strong as some of the other ones. I mean, it's just a kind of a good, pleasant whiskey, bourbon, drink, pour. What am I gonna say?
So generic, pretty chill.
I'm kind of moving it kind of over towards the bottles of Buffalo Trace and Blanton's, but we'll see.
Which one you have the crystal glass now?
Yeah. So this one, I don't know if you can see, well, they're roughly the same color, aren't they? This one, when I looked at it this way, is much paler, I think. But so on the nose, I get a lot of proof. I don't get a lot of much else, right? Like there's
That's a snootful of proof.
um these aren't ryes, are they?
No.
Okay, good. The taste again, I mean, it tastes like there's a lot less of the red berry flavor to it. More char, a little bit of kind of vanilla, a little cinnamon. So it's kind of some of those baking spices and more barrel in that one. So that's interesting. And so you can't tell, but the first drink that I drank that's number one. The second one is number two so far in my rankings of which ones I like them. So not only am I going to try,
you like
yeah. So not only am I going to try to guess, I'll try to say which ones I like. So this one, as you can see, is much. It's a you can't really tell, can you?
It's darker.
It is darker. The one I'm holding up in the Glencairn is much darker. I get peanuts on the nose.
Peanuts?
Yeah, smell it. You get it? Dusty peanut. Which immediately,
I guess I kind of do.
Which immediately makes me think Jack Daniels, like Bull Turkey, like that kind of going down that. Yeah.
Never would have thought peanut.
Yeah, there's actually peanut on the flavor. Did you give me Russell's again, woman?
I did not give you Russell's. I'll give you that one clue.
So far, that's my favorite, though.
Okay.
And it's weird, just because the two before it tasted like bourbon. This actually has an interesting other flavor on top of it with that peanut, with the dusty, funky kind of. I mean, I don't get a lot of char. I don't get a lot of kind of some of those notes.
That's your favorite so far.
That's my favorite so far. And then this last one is much closer in color to 3, but I think it may be the darkest of all of them. So this goes back to kind of that sort of generic smell. I'm not. I don't know if I'm just. I don't know if my nose is tired, but I don't pick up a lot of hints of much. I mean, you kind of there's barrel, there's caramel, little caramel,
sweet, yeah,
a little vanilla, but it has a good flavor. I can't even.
You're like,
I don't know how to describe it. It's good. It starts sweet. It finished almost orange in the back of my on the back of my palate. I get more bourbon, so I get that the barrel. I get the it's a very light char, so very light toast, but I get all that. Um, and I have to say that I think it's actually my third favorite of all of them. So it's a little hard to tell, but the first my first favorite was Dusty Peanut,
So if you remember the glasses, this is first favorite.
and so I'm gonna go with a that's a
What do you think that is?
like Jack Daniels maybe something in the Jack Daniels family. Is
Well,
it
I don't know if it's in the family, but it's not Jack Daniels.
was it Wild Turkey?
You want me to show you what it is?
Well, okay, so let's talk about. So this one is I think is Blanton's. I think the one that I had no idea the orangish light char I can't place, and I think the last one actually is Buffalo Trace.
Okay, are
All
we
right.
ready for the great reveal?
I mean, not really, since it's live.
It's not live.
Well, okay, it's being recorded live.
Okay, so this one that you like the most is bestest.
Yes.
Most asbestos.
Most asbestos, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to say percent proof, so we're all coming up with our own things. Oh, Michter's. Okay.
So that wasn't a whiskey, I guess. It was
No,
Kentucky
it's straight bourbon.
bourbon
Yeah, whiskey. Yeah, you're good. You're good. So that's actually interesting because I haven't drank nearly as much Michter's as a lot of people do. Like, so basically Grandpapa Channel, Whiskey Row, and Bruzel, who are the two I watch the most, like go gaga for Michter's, and I haven't drank it as much, but now I'm starting to understand what the hype is a little bit. So Michter's is number one.
Okay. Number 2.
Yes, which I said was Buffalo. Was I said was Blanton's, I believe.
Okay.
Yep. Oh no!
What?
You're going for the other bottle. This
Crown
Crown Royal. I retire. You're right. I'm done.
I didn't realize that you were comparing things to Blanton and Buffalo Trace, and I did not put Crown Royal in there to trick you. But then when you said what you were doing, I thought it was going to be funny. And it was. I'm so sorry.
Does prove the fact that I like things better than Blanton's. So I guess I'm still right at the end of the day.
All right, this one.
Which I said was, which I couldn't determine.
Right. This one was Buffalo Trace.
That one's Buffalo Trace. So literally the one I liked the least
was Blanton's.
Was Blanton's, even though it had the orange flavor at the end, which I thought was interesting. Okay. Well, I can get this right now on sale for $40 at my local liquor store. This bottle cost me 2 dead presidents. Yeah, a lot. Because I bought it secondary. It was one of the first things I ever bought. So there you go. So once again, if you like the horsey, buy the horsey. If you want to try it with something else, find a place where it's go to a bar where you can get a pour, blind it up against some other things, and see what you think.